Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into Nexus Gaming Series. We're here in Division A. On the left-hand side, it's going to be Magnitude Tsunami with a Brightwing, Murden, Greymane, Chromie, and Dahaka. On the right-hand side, it will be your crit kickers. You'll see Johanna, Rhaegar, Li Ming, Gazlo, and Zul Jin. As a reminder, this is a Headhunter Zul Jin, which means he does not have that extra stackage from Recklessness, but he does got some extra range. We got a gamble going on right now. How many base stacks will he have by the end of the game? We're looking at this number right here. Will it be 250 or more? 149 or less? Get your gambles in as I'm just getting the right Corsair logo out. There we go. All right. Hello? There we go. All right. Oh, 8,500. We got some big believers in chat today. I like to see it. Big believers. All right. IE, as I mentioned, is going to be that Zul Jin with the Headhunter level 1. Zealous Glare, Time Walk's Pursuit. It's going to be a Dahaka with Tissue Regeneration instead of enhanced Agility. So Valkyrie looking to have more sustainability up against this Gazlo in top lane. And also keep in mind that Regeneration Globes do give 10 Essence. Seems like Dahaka will pick up a little extra double, will do a little double soak duties here. As he moves into mid lane soon. Using the Brush Stalk or the Bush movement from his trait. Li Ming throwing a couple Arcane Orbs back at the enemy. As Infinity Meme looks to clear out this bottom lane wave. Wafflecopter on the top left of our screen will work on that Siege Giant camp. As the Greymane, Chromie, since she does have that trait of getting her talents 2 levels early. Delta Sniper will pick up the Adhorl Anomaly already. Chat, am I having a fever dream, or well, did Chromie get her level? Was it 3 at any point? Chromie's stuff wasn't 3 level early at any point, was it? I had faith in 200 plus until I saw Headhunter. Yeah, that's why I kept trying to mention it in case people were like half listening. Because some people just listen to the stream because I do a decent job of describing things on the screen, and then I talk about burritos. She launched with a level 1 buff to... Oh, okay, so it was the opposite. Okay, I was remembering. Because I remember I thought it got changed. As I said that with 3 levels, I was like, that's kind of ridiculous, but maybe it was one of those things where it released and it was 3, and it was like, holy crap, we gotta nerf her. Polymorph. Li Ming is a crab. Alrighty, not too bad on our beliefs and doubts here. You still got some time on that prediction if you'd like to take part as we take a peek back into the solo lane in top. Valkyrie and Hippo, these Dahaka and Gazlo, still brawling out as the Sunshine is held by the members of Magnitude Tsunami. The wave is cleared out. Valkyrie slowed down. Ooh, pops the Burrow. Has Tunneling Claws, as we saw that pop up. Chromie goes down in bottom lane, but I still wanted to see how this 1v1 is going to be going over here. Li Ming gets that kill, and keep in mind, that's a 1 stack for Zul Jin. And it's unlike Master Assassin from Tychus. You do get that 2% increase when you get this stack, if I'm not mistaken. Whereas, like Tychus, yeah, bonus damage from takedown 2%. Like Tychus with Master Assassin, you don't get that bonus damage until you get the 15 kills. Now, there is the 10% from the baseline, but you get the 15% from the 15 kills, and it's not like you get 1% per kill. So, at least that's how I remembered. I could be wrong, but I've always remembered Zul Jin as an additive quest, not a totaling quest, if that phrasing makes sense. 7 talent tier almost here on both sides. As we take a look into mid at the last second, we catch that Greymane Murden. We're able to jump onto. They were able to dump onto Gazlo as he goes down in bottom or mid lane. 1-to-1 in kills. All structures up, but mid lane fort front gate will take some damage here. Divine Steed for the Johanna level 4. Drag from Dahaka. Does he have Feeding Frenzy? He's actually going to be the Symbiosis level 4. So every time Darkstorm damage enemy hero, reduce the cooldown by 0.4 seconds. This is very synergistic with the level 4 Hero Stalker. Unfortunately, this is Lurker Strain level 4, so there's that synergy doesn't exist. But you still have cooldown reduction on your W, so you still have your Whoa, hello, Frames. Good morning. Chrome's able to snipe the Li Ming in bottom. I apologize. And while that happens, let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. Chromie level 10, what is it going to be? I guess it's level 8. Slowing Sands. Zul'jin throws in a few more axes onto Valkyrie here. Hippo doing their best to clear out the wave. The Dragon Knight will go over to the side of Magnitude Tsunami. Wafflecopter is rotated up here as well. A couple more axes being donated by Ai. Alright, kick on to the Johanna. Li Ming throwing more arcane orbs out, trying to poke at the enemy here and there. Time Trap. Nice snipe onto Ray from Delta Sniper, but there's not a whole lot of mana. A couple autos do go out. Divine Steed allows Johanna to back away. Icon on this Rhaegar goes in for a bite on the butt, gets kicked away. Muradin hits level 10. He's got cooldown reduction, or excuse me, the piercing Stormbolt, but he also has cooldown reduction on that Q from auto attacking. Curse Bullet, Isolation, Avatar, Blink Heal on the opposing side. Still waiting on 10s. I assume it's going to be a Tostitos. First bullet onto Hippo here. The cleanse from Rhaegar will come through. Wafflecopter getting chunked a little bit by Zul'jin, who's currently got 10 stacks, which is going to equate to 53. Quarter of the way there for the Believers. Black Hole for Gazlo. We've got a Blessed Shield Johanna, Ancestral Healing, Wave of Force. And Zul'jin's holding. I don't think it's a guillotine, but you never know. Sometimes these players just got a flair of their own. Alright, Hippo would jump onto this camp. Phase shift from Brightwing. Hippo's made a massive mistake by jumping in here. Gravel Bomb activated. Lurker Strain gets the bop, and Greymane, the camp will be leashed, but Gazlo Turret kind of helping. Gazlo Turret was helping for a moment there, but either way, in bottom lane, Muradin is going to jump in onto the Tostingo. Zul'jin gets the Ancestral Healing. We've got a slowing stance from Chrome to zone back the enemy. And Zul'jin did pick up the Vicious Assault level 7, increase the duration of Grievous 3 throws, marked by 3 seconds, and its damage bonus by 45%. Alrighty, another Dragonite phase is up and available here. Let's see how it is going to unfold and who's going to be able to pick it up. An Arcane Orb will hit the back of Logic as they back away through bottom. Looking over in top lane, Dahaka's managed to grab this, or push up this wave onto the fort front gate that's been taken down. Looking to step in here, clearing out the wave specifically, but heading Gazlo triggers those tower shots onto Dahaka. Still getting a ton of value in the top lane as we peek back down into bottom. Logic trying to Dwarf Toss out, misses the Stormbolt. Zul'jin donating some access to the enemy, and that is a phase shift from Brightwing, unable to connect in time as the time trap from Chromie did not help out the ally. Zul'jin is going to pick up that Johannes, or the Muradin stack, as well as the Greymane stack. So he's only got 2 more to go, and we can check really quickly. Who has he got to hit? Well, it's needing to hit needing to kill Brightwing and Dahaka. Or at least be present for those kills. What's up, Clock? Good to see you, bud. As a reminder, if you're having a good time here, be sure to drop a follow. If you're feeling like you'd like to support the stream, every little bit helps us, as we are pushing for 100 sub points every single month that will allow us to get a better split on our tier 1 subs to a 60-40 rather than the 50-50. So if you'd like to start a tier 1 sub or convert your prime into a tier 1, it helps out a ton. Tier 2s are worth 2 sub points and tier 3s are worth 6 sub points. That's the big one. And if you take a peek at the bottom of the stream, there's the partner plus goal, and I know it says out of 350. I can't change that number, but there is the dealio that if you have 100 sub points for 3 months straight, you get that what's it called? You get that better split. Keep in mind, all that helps band it out. So every little bit's appreciated if you would like to do so. But let's get back into the game here as the Ancestral Healing will connect onto the Johanna. She's looking to step in with the Blessed Shield as well. Arcane Orb from Li Ming goes to the side as Greymane with the Eyes in the Dark is able to roll away, gets a Blink Heal from the Brightwing. More Blink Heals being used, a couple seconds on a cooldown. Delta Sniper with not a whole lot of mana getting chunked by Li Ming Arcane Orb. Ray getting low on the Johanna, but Muradin, he's trying to apply the pressure. He's got that Skull Cracker, and Johanna will have her Skull cracked. Li Ming gets a reset, and that off that Greymane. Dahaka will brush talk down to bottom. Icon very low, Dwarf Toss in, and that's a kill onto Rhaegar. Now Li Ming with 145 HP is looking to back away. The isolation on Gazlowe hinders him, but it won't find a kill. Romy times out. Toastingo, he wants the kill. He's unfortunately gonna get only a Chromie kill, which he's already got that stack. He needs the Brightwing Dahaka. Nicely done. Huh? So, I believe this is Unfettered Assault. Increase the Razor Swipe lunge distance by 60%. Worgen basic attacks reduce the Razor Swipe cooldown by 1.5 seconds. Muradin looking at Infinity Meme. Not able to land Stormbolt. Rhaegar's here with the Chain Heal. Bless Shield from the Johanna onto PP Wool. Johanna takes a... Okay, wait, there's Avatar for Muradin. Johanna gets the Iron Skin activated. Infinity Meme is trying to poke at the enemy team, but Li Ming is not the best at short distance. She wants those Arcane Orbs to grow from a large range. And it's a lot easier to hit those magic missiles on a single target. Same sort of deal at a range. But meanwhile, in mid lane, Zul'jin 25 stacks. Believers, he's getting closer and closer. Will he have to use Tostingo? It's on his 7-second cooldown. They still get the Greymane kill. And that pumps him back. That pumps him to 137. Alrighty, Doubter's starting to sweat. 11.5 minutes in. All structures up. Albeit there is some damage here and there. Alrighty. Fort's traded in mid and bottom. Li Ming lands a nice magic missile combo onto this Brightwing, who's able to blink to a minion. Zul'jin and friends want to chase this down because they want that range increase, and they do get the 4th kill. Now they just need that kill onto Dahaka with the Zul'jin present. Apologies, I had to blow my nose. Alright, so wave clear through mid. Brightwing up in 16 seconds. Hippo and top as the channel. Muradin has the delay in mid lane as Gazlowe does go down. Oh, wait, hold on. They didn't get in top lane in time. They chase down the Gazlowe, and it will be Dragonite traded for the Gazlowe life. I don't think that's too bad. 7-7 in kills. It's not like a 7-0 or anything like that. Delta Sniper has a phase shift from Brightwing. The Li Ming wave, of course, is not going to get the reset she's looking for. Fort and bottom lane still up as this will be taken down by the crew of Crit Kickers. Zul'jin, the one inside of the Dragonite, looking for a kick. Puts it onto Muradin. Dahaka proxying the wave behind. Clearing things out so there's no arriving wave, and the Dragonite will sustain shots. Dahaka meanders his way back over to mid for safety. Gazlowe respawning now. Time Walker's Pursuit finds some vision. An Arcane Orb will connect onto Logic. Dragonite's dead. They're going to look at Zul'jin here. Does he have Tostingo in time? He does get the Tostingo off. Is there an Ancestral Healing? Not for another 8 seconds. The Chain Heal will connect as they're still trying to chase in. Infinity Meme's able to blink away. The Arcane Orb not connecting onto enemy. A very low Greymane is doing his best to rush out of here. Ancestral Healing put onto Li Ming. And Gazlowe on top was defending up against the Dahaka. Mid lane to be soaked up. And no counter kills or no kills to be had after the Dragonite siege through the bottom lane wave. Very, very well done. So this is, I believe, scouted out. Yeah, they do see the Johanna and stuff, so they're not going to start this camp. Though I think Johanna got a shield glare and did see the enemy team sitting in the bush waiting like, it's a little attempted gank onto us. Phase shift, or excuse me, rush talk into the bottom lane. Valkyrie, this Dahaka getting a little bit low, lands the drag onto one, but he's tanking a whole lot, has to pop the essence. That will be leaving going down to Chromie, and we also have Rhaegar getting picked off as well. Magnitude Tsunami popping off here with a nice double kill, and they're going to look to chase in further through bottom lane, or at least push in further through bottom lane. Meanwhile, left-hand side, Hippo's going to be working on this camp. Zul'jin's back over in bottom to defend and also build up that stackage. 174!
It won't be long before the shrine.
Third, I believe, Dragonite is up and available. 20 talents here on the left-hand side. Looking at a Fairy Protector, Rewind, Tooth and Claw, Piercing Sands, and Contagion.
Blue team has destroyed a foe.
Gazlo sneaks the camp, hearths out before being discovered. On the right-hand side, no surprise for Rhaegar, Farseer's Blessing. We'll see the bomb toss on our Gazlo, Forest Medicine for Zul'jin, Talrash's Elements, and of course the Blinded by the Light for the Johanna synergistic with the 1 and 16. Logic should have a little bit of pressure. The Phase Shift from Brightwing will connect as well. Is there a Gazlo Grabo Bomb right now? It's off a cooldown if he wants to try and pull in the enemies. Johanna coming in as well, has the Blessed Shield. She will use that Divine Steed. Logic activates Avatar for safety here. Does have that level 4 reverberation for the 5% cooldown per enemy hero hit on the Heroic. 74 to go on that. I don't disagree with the safety pop right there on that. Like, yeah, you do pull a Heroic off that Muradin, but yeah, I think that's fine. Wave pushed in through the top. We've got Greymane lunging in as well. Valkyrie getting some assistance from the allies, but it looks like we're going to trade a fort for some damage on the keep. Well, they have a lot of siege right now. Oh my god, this keep is getting melted. Dwarf toss in from Muradin. Slowing Sands also. There's an immediate ancestral healing. Gets the extra health bar and splash to the allies. Spell Armor's helping a ton here. Big Gravel Bomb from from Gazlo. Valkyrie Dahaka low, lands the isolation. Did he go Contagion upgrade at 20? He did. Zul'jin 96 stacks, 97, 98, 99, 202 stacks for Zul'jin. Believers gotta believe in it. Well, he still actually hasn't finished, though, the Headhunter, which is kind of funny. I thought about making that the gamble, and I was like, oh, I bet he finishes it. And here we are, 17 minutes in. He does have the 200 stacks, but still no Headhunter done, so he doesn't have the extra 1.1 range. Give me the payout at the end of the game, homie. Just you get to live the rest of this game knowing that you are about to get a 1 to 1.29 payout. Actually, there's 5 people who believe, so nice job, believers. Available Dragonite for mid. Chromie is going to delay once with a Sandblast, twice with a Time Stop. Dahaka won't be able to get down here fast enough, though. Yeah.
I tried to save this realm.
So,
now it burns.
You gotta pay rent. You know, my bitrate was looking really good till I looked over it and just saw that I was dropping chunks of frames, so that's always fun. Oh, Gazlo goes down. Zul'jin continues to donate some axes into the enemy team's face. Is it gonna level out, or do I have to reduce my bitrate? I've been slowly increasing my bitrate through the day because it's been stable, and then it literally just right now it just started going all over the place. Well, we'll see how the end of the game is. We'll see if it levels out. It doesn't seem to be affecting any of you. Does not seem to affect any of you, as it's just all over the place, but it's a high number. Mid keep is poked at here and there, 12 to 10 in our kills. Division A matchup, first map in this best of 3 series. Alright, well, this Dragon Knight's going to kind of wander around the map. Okay. Bottom lane keep is being worked on by the side of Magnitude Tsunami. Dragon Knight, I think, was canceled there, or might have... Oh, wait, Logic gets the rewind Dwarf Toss out. Isolation Contagion onto 3 enemies, but there's no more siege through the bottom lane wave. Dahaka brush stalks to top, I assume. Grabs this soak. Bottom lane cleared out, and 20 minutes in. Win condition kind of set up on both sides through bottom lane. A lot of camps also can be fed into bottom. 2 Siege Giant camps and a Bruiser camp. Looks like we'll see a top lane Bruiser camp to be grabbed. Gazlo just checking some bushes here. Gets a little bit of harassment over the wall with that bomb toss level 20. Right wing and bottom lane soaking up for the allies, pushing things up, but also has the phase shift available, so she'll be... Ooh, no, they're just going to grab Siege Giants, okay. Johanna anchors in the bush. The team grabs the camp, and Siege Giants for bottom lane wave. 3 seconds on this camp. Doesn't look like they're going to prioritize that right now. All right. Death Ray into the bush. Murden lands the Storm Bolt. Decent damage from our Li Ming. The Ancestral Healing coming through. The Grabo Bomb is humongous. Li Ming gets a reset. And now they're chasing in onto Dahaka, who's got the Tunneling Claws and the Essence Pop. Isolation Contagion onto quite a few enemies. Rhaegar really low here. Needs to back off. Gets a self-cast Chain Hyo. Johanna Shield Glare and such chasing in. And Zul'jin still hasn't finished the level 1, which I find very funny. This Dahaka has denied the Zul'jin 1.1 range increase, because if you're looking at it right now, Zul'jin, as you can see, he's currently got a damage or an attack range of 6.6. That is from finishing out the 1.175 stackage, but he will get another 1.1, which will take him to 7.7 if he finished that level 1 talent. But right now, is Johanna inside the Dragon Knight. What's up, Blast? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Johanna inside the Dragon Knight. What do they want to do with this? Gazlo harassing onto Dahaka. Unable to get any sort of CC for a potential kill. Murden and Greymane in the mix once again. Dahaka a little bit low, but that's not the target. That's going to be Murden. Gets pulled back in with an with the Grabo Bomb. His avatar was activated as well. Delta Sniper doing their best to snipe onto the enemy as an isolation. Only connected onto 1, it looks like, onto the Zul'jin, who continues to supply some access to the enemy team's faces. Valkyrie low, Zul'jin gets his Headhunter done, but it looks like that Headhunter getting finished out is going to be the Swan Song, or I guess not even the Swan Song. That'll just be the signal at the end of the map, and that is Crit Kickers taking a map number 1 here on Dragonshire. GG, well played. Yes, 200 or more believers get paid out pretty well. I've had Blazing Saddles quotes in my head all day today. Last night, when my family came back from the Tex-Mex place, I was like, oh, did you know it's Mel Brooks' birthday? It was like Mel Brooks' 97th birthday yesterday. So I was like, it's Mel Brooks' 97th birthday today. We're watching Blazing Saddles. And my parents were like, I'm not opposed to it. And so we watched that last night, and man, dude, like Blazing Saddles is just so good. Blazing Saddles is just so good. Another Schmission Gruber? Baby! 15 is my limit! Just... 14 sausages. God dang. All right, well, you know the dealio, chat. We're going to go ahead and run some ads. We'll get ahead of our ad block, and we'll go ahead... Excuse me, we'll get into our next map in this best of 3 series in just a moment. So let's update the score. Crit Kickers are ahead, as they did win map number 1, Dragonshire. Let's get map number 2 loaded up. I do believe... There we go, there we go. I do believe that's all good and delicious. Why is this folder so big? For those of you who might have come in late, I do have great news in that... oh, wait, hold on.
Good news, everyone!
I am renewing my Corsair contract, and I'm getting some... well, it's not 100% yet, but my new Corsair partner manager, it's actually... I will be a Corsair ambassador, I do believe. So they're renaming a few things, but... I'll have more giveaway stuff for all of you. As long as everything goes as I talked to with my partner manager, there's going to be more giveaways on the stream. There's going to be more products for us to feature on the stream. There's going to be better revenue kickbacks for Bandit and I, and a couple other little things that he was like, I will talk about this as time goes on, but he's like, I got a bunch of stuff planned for you. So, and my new ambassador manager is like awesome. He's a super cool dude, lives in the UK. I had a quick little video chat with him this morning when I was like half awake and felt like I was dying this morning. So I'm hoping as the day goes on and I cast and I talk and everything, I can just force the potential sickness out of my body. Because as I said, besides the constant issue with the hip, the spine injury, I am also feeling a little kind of fluish or sickish today, so I'm really, really, really hoping that it's just a little bit of a wobble, and we're going to be okay. But I think the smart thing to do is tonight is to really get an early night sleep, and I don't want to. I want to stay up late with my parents and hang out with them a bit, because they are going to be flying out on Saturday, so we're getting kind of, closer and closer to them leaving. As I said to my mom, I was like, I love my parents. I adore hanging out with them. They're fun people to be around. They're very fun people. To me. So, either way, that's all that. We still have another minute for ads. I do owe Bandit Pets. I did forget, but I just remembered that I owe Bandit Pets, so that'll be something that we have to do today as well. Yeah. That's about it. That's kind of the spiel. Today we have a bunch of NGS casting, and then later today we're doing the Future Game Show Bingo, so that'll be really, really fun. Future Game Show Bingo will be a great time. So, I did step down as a Corsair public moderator because I'm not doing anything in that Discord, and I feel guilty. I feel guilty being a moderator in a place that needs a moderator that's active, so I did step down over there because I was just like, I've been full-time streaming. I really haven't been, like... I'll lurk in the Discord, but that Discord is so active, I can't do anything to help out there realistically with my schedule and also being stuck laying on the floor very, very often. So... there's that. Alrighty. Well, ads have finished out. I'm curious if, does anyone have... I'm curious, like, what the delay is, because I've dropped a chunk of frames, and sometimes that starts to delay the stream out, so I'm curious if there's any, like, major delay for people. I don't really know how to measure it. I don't really know a good way to measure how the delay is. I guess if you were to F5 your stream, since I just ran ads, you shouldn't get any. That's at least the way that Twitch sells it to us. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's really affecting anyone. But either way, we have a map number 2 up and available. Let me go ahead and make a fun prediction for all of you, because it's always fun to have a prediction on these maps. We're going to Infernal Shrines, maybe a Globe Talent. Let's see what we got. That's not questing. 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 Auto Attack Vala. Auto Attack Vala. All right. Hey, it's Division 8. Let's make it ridiculous. Let's I wouldn't say ridiculous. Let's make it big. All right, chat? Let's make it real big. Are you ready to make it big? Does Vala finish level 1 stacks? Yes. Completed quest. No. incomplete quest. Okay? 5-minute gamble on this. 5-minute gamble on this. Go ahead and get your predictions in. Let's get into it. Should be good. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Nexus Nexus Gaming Series Division A matchup. Nexus Division A Gaming Series. That's perfect. They should change their name to that. That really rolls off the tongue. The NDAGS. Yeah, that works out great. So, we've got Magnitude Tsunami down in this best of 3 series with a Rhaegar, Varian, Tychus, Junkrat, and Hogger. Over on the right, it's going to be Crit Kickers up in this best of 3 series with a Diablo, Deathwing, Maiev, Anduin, and Vala. Of course, we got that prediction for all of you at home. Creed of the Hunter. So there's max stacks R300. We don't care about the Gambit. We don't care about that 25 bonus percent. I mean, it's nice to consider it, but will Vala have 300 full stacks by the end of the game? Get your gambles in. You are welcome to gamble if you know the results. Please just don't spoil them or tease them in chat. Enjoy the fact that you will be able to win knowing the results. Lastly, sorry, I was trying to figure out what spiels we do. Lastly, as we're getting into this game, just if you're having a good time here on Twitch, be sure to drop a follow. If you're watching over on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe so we can grow the YouTube page. Got a lot of odds going up there. I have just about everything from the Banshee Cup playoffs going up. I believe the Grand Finals is the only thing I need to edit and get up there, which I think I should be able to finish out today. I believe I'm going to edit that and get it out today. Or at least scheduled. And then I'll have a bunch of NGS VODs. And then we start Banshee Cup. Banshee Cup starts up this weekend. I will be missing Saturday because it's the last day my family's here. And we're doing a Lord of the Rings themed Bahamut on Saturday. I'm just going to have a nice cozy day. And then Sunday I will start destroying my sleep schedule for all of you so we can watch some Banshee Cup. Either way, let's get into it. Here we are in map number 2, second best of 3 of the day. Thanks for hanging out. Valkyrie and Hippo in top lane, having a bit of a brawl, but this Hogger's a little low. Gets a little bit of rage from stepping into the fire right there. Where is his trait? There we go. Rage is gained by taking damage or dealing basic attack damage. Hogger basic ability cooldown refresh 1% faster for every 2 points of rage. After 3 seconds of not gaining rage, it begins to quickly decay. For those of you that don't know. Holy crap, I'm already done with the second cup of tea. Oh wait, no, we're 2 hours in stream. Makes sense. Cleanse was a hair too early right there, and it is going to be a kill into Tychus. Second kill of the game over to the side of Crit Kickers as Hogger's able to bounce out to safety. Junkrat pushing up bottom lane. Tychus level 4 is going to be that Master Assassin, so the passive 10%, but keep in mind if he gets those 15 takedowns, that'll be up to 25% bonus attack, or Tychus attack speed bonus. I said it right, and then I doubted myself. Pinned down from Maiev. We'll see if that'll be completed. We have 5,100 on Vala to complete the quest, and 69 on no. At least we got odds, and that's all I can ask for. Camp on the left is going to be grabbed for the top lane. We'll have Arcane Punisher in the bottom coming up first. Junkrat pokes out here and there. Valkyrie maybe looking to set up an infinite spin, but has to kind of step in a little bit further, and Diablo is a little annoying to deal with. So let's see, can Valkyrie get that infinite spin? There's the setup. The bounce comes through. Diablo is getting chunked a little bit. Does have that Soul to Flame level 4. Hogger getting great work done around this objective area. Vala just trying her best to poke in here and there. IE getting a little bit low, has to vault away. Throws that Death Dealer value, or the vault damage value, into Logic here. Trying to take down Varian, drops him down to around 400 or so HP, but unable to go further than that. Rush of Mine goes out. Hold on, Maiev jumps in with the Spirit of Vengeance. Hogger's able to bounce to safety on the left-hand side, 33 to 20. Favoring the members of Magnitude Tsunami as Infinity Meme able to vault away, but Arcane Punisher will be poked through and picked up by the side of Magnitude Tsunami. Deathwing Cataclysms to safety. He's going to take a Punisher jump, and that does pull it over the wall. I'm going to blow my nose. Enjoy the fight. All right. We're back. Punisher has gone down. The gamble window is closed, just about. And I need a third cup of tea. As I said, we are smashing fluids today. We are drinking all the fluids we can. We're going to try and flush the body out and hope that we can deny any sort of sickness. Hope. Hope, hope, hope. Like, I hope all of you will consider Tier 1 subscribing to this stream as we are looking for that Partner Plus. Thank you. 28 stacks for our Vala, as it is a pretty close. We got, yeah, it's a, if she doesn't finish, it's a 3.4 out payout, 3.48 payout. Thank you for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content, bud. Cycle through those other numbers, get an idea of what the damage healing experience is looking like. Skyfall for the Deathwing, level 7. Tychus has 1 stack on that Master Assassin as Deathwing drops an Earth Shatter from his Worldbreaker form, as well as a Lava Burst. We have a camp on the right to be grabbed. Mortar Punisher should be announced fairly soon, maybe a minute or so away from the announcement. Until then, it's just going to be soaking up for level 10. Looks like Infinity Meme is trying not to push up the wave too much, but there is a rotation down onto this Maiev, and she will be able to back away for safety. Not going to be ganked by the enemy team. Junkrat poking here, but I think mostly just focusing onto the fort. Now, of course, if you did not know, Junkrat's frag launcher grenades, his Qs, they deal 50% less damage to structures. I think it was actually, wasn't it like 25% on release or something like that, and then it was changed to 50? This is another thing that I feel like I can't remember properly. Like, we were talking about Chromie earlier. But I want to say when Junkrat leased, I think his frag launcher grenades dealt decent, like, they dealt like 25% damage, less damage to structures. And then it was increased to 50%. Yeah, my lymph nodes are a little swollen today. I don't like that. Uh-oh, taunt immediately on Vala, and that will be 1 Gambit stack lost for her, down to 20% on that bonus attack speed. Alright, Mortar Punisher for mid.
Be ready. A shrine gathers power. You will take it for me.
Alrighty. Mortar Punisher mid lane, 3-1 in kills, 11 apiece in our levels. As Hogger in bottom lane is going to be pulled around by Maiev. I did see, it might have been an overpower from Diablo, but either way. No, he's off cooldown, so it looks like it was an Umbral Blind. But either way, Hogger's able to get on out of bottom lane. We've got 1 stack on that pin down for Maiev. Probably the 35% damage. I'm not 100% sure. We'll look at that after the team fight does unfold here. It's 10 talent tiers. That's Ancestral Healing coming through. Taunt from Varian down for another 12 seconds. Riptide from the Junkrat will be summoned for this objective fight. Commandeer Odin will be called down at some point. Actually, it did come down from him. Shockwave from the Hoggers looking really good. Rhaegar goes in and bites the butt of Diablo, forcing his souls to be reset. And now, Fallen Shaman in top lane is still pushing in. Deathwing will go manage that, but this is another Punisher. Second Punisher of the game, second one for the side of Magnitude Tsunami. Looking good here in map number 2, trying to take us to that ever so sought after map 3. As I have to be honest, a lot of series in NGS this season have been 2-0s. But I will say this, before anyone's like, wait a minute, are they all one-sided? Not really. I feel like I haven't cast many one-sided games in NGS this season. I'm sure there have been. I'm willing to bet there's always, like, the NGS admins can't get everything perfect. There's always going to be one team that's wiggles their way into a division that maybe they're a little too strong in. Some people like beating up on players that are weaker than them because they feel big and important. Spirit of Vengeance. Chattering Teeth zone back the Maiev. Double Chattering Teeth actually connect onto her. We do have that Sticky Wicket, level 7. Hogger in top lane's pushing things up, but Deathwing has landed up here and dissuades him from any further siege. I believe the mid lane fort fell. Yeah, I do believe that was mid fort, because it's the only fort it's the only structure that's fallen. Logic checks the bush with a Lion's Fang, and the rest of the allies start out another camp for bottom. Hogger floating between mid and top, and we got a Frozen Punisher for top lane, probably 2 minutes away from being contested. Somewhere around that, 2:30. Punisher just fell recently, so it's decent cooldown. 42 souls for Diablo, so he does have the full Firestone build with the Soul Shield level 1. Alright, seems like there's a fight being prioritized in bottom since there is Junkrat Hogger offset mid. Diablo gets the shot. I think Diablo didn't think there would be an available follow-up because Diablo goes in and gets the shadow charge and Varian's still there. He's like, oh wait a minute, I can get the overpower, but you know, little wiggle around right there, little uncertainty as the Diablo will back off towards the allies. Diablo made very poor choices this game. How dare you insult some random player? Ray, how could you insult Ray? Uh-oh, Maiev in bottom gets the Spirit of Vengeance out. Oh, I did say I wanted to check on that pin down level 1. So it is the bonus damage 35%, okay. Nice. Warden's Cage, Light Bomb, Lightning Breath, Ancestor Healing will come through. Huge Rain of Vengeance. And this is looking like an absolutely delectable
Triple kill!
for the members of Crit Kickers. He's trash, so toxic, oh my god. You know, Ray, I'm sorry. You can't be coming into this stream and insulting people who try so hard to play this game. I'm sorry, my friend. You're gonna get a good old timeout. This is you asked for this. Welcome to the stream. You're officially a Bahamut. You're officially a Bahamut chatter if you get timed out. It's actually literally in our stream rules. I think the rules are you will be timed out and you will like it, and then I think the other rule is please don't be a moron. What's up, Anton White? Good to see you. Alrighty, well, Vala, 49 stacks currently on Krita the Hunter. This is a rough start for her. Well, actually, it's a rough go at this point. No, you're not, forget what. You're sweetheart. That's what you are. By the way, as I said, if you missed it, I have a new Corsair contract on the way, and we will be able to do more giveaways. That was the big thing I told my contract, my partner manager, is I was like, I'd like to do more giveaways for my community. My community is super generous to me, and I'd like to give back to them somehow, some way. So I would like to do a monthly giveaway at this point, and I just have to get my contract signed and stuff, and then we'll go from there. But while I'm talking about giveaways, from Corsair, we have got a Maiev going down, Deathwing Cataclysmed out, Ray very low on the Diablo, has to tap the well, currently have the objective phase looking good for the side of Crit Kickers, and they can give this over, as they only need 3 more Skeletal Defenders, but Diablo steps in. I wasn't really paying close attention to his positioning or his game plan right there, but his souls will be expended. He's back into the mix. And now how will they do this? Deathwing takes flight. The objective phase, I believe, has global vision, so Deathwing can death drop, but he doesn't have very good vision of these skeletal defenders. And what is the Deathwing? So he's about to have another Skyfall available. 35 to 38, and it will be picked up by the side of Magnitude. Tsunami. Hogger gets the staggering blow, and Diablo does go down. Fun fact, you can't follow while timed out. I didn't actually know that. Thank you, Ray. I also always try and do the timeouts really small. Unless someone's being like a major dingus in chat, I always try and do like a little 69 timeout. Because it's fun, it's cute, it's 69 seconds. We can all laugh about it. You're not going to miss much. Or, well, I guess you just can't chat. You don't miss video and timeouts. There was a misunderstanding of the game plan on my part, so I just suicided twice for funsies. Oh, in this top lane engagement? Got you, yeah. That definitely, that definitely feels like that tank player moment where you're like, okay, team, we're doing this. And then you go in and you're looking at your team like running towards the well or backing away. It's like, team? It's just long enough. I think we have fun here. Thanks all for hanging out. I hope you're enjoying the casting and the games. Hopefully it's getting you through your Thursday workday, or hopefully it's just fun content for you all. Diablo tries to Shadow Charge in. Steel Trap will stop him. Ranged DPS player playing tank. Wait, but weren't she playing tank in map 1? Weren't you playing ranged, or excuse me, weren't you playing tank in map 1? Or were you, or I might be misremembering. Hey, Revolver, what's up, bud? There's nothing funny about it. It hurts every time. Revolver, how many times have I timed you out? Let's take a look. I've timed out Revolver 78 times. It's a nice even number, so we don't need to round it out today. I'm a sub for this team, primarily filling for tank. Oh, okay. Oh, I think you're doing pretty good, dude. If you told me you're a tank player, I would have believed you. Like, if you would have told me tank is your main role, I would have believed you. I mean, all Diablos makes mistakes. All tank players make mistakes. I played a bunch of Muradin, and I'd take Dwarf Launch, and I would gap the heck out of my team, meaning my team would be here, and I would Dwarf Toss over here, you know? And there'd be a large gap between us. So I'd gap my team consistently and die. So, yeah, no, it's... I think you're a pretty decent tank player, so that's my compliment to you, my friend. 20 talents here on the side of Magnitude Tsunami, as they have the Ancestral Healing upgrade, banner, or excuse me, Glory to the Alliance. We'll see the big red button for our Odin, or a big red button upgrade for the Odin, Cannonball Junkrat, and the No Control Hogger. 7 stacks, by the way, for Master Assassin on Tychus. He's, he's like halfway through. Can't really say 7.5, but there's 15 total needed. In case anyone ever missed it, my whole goal when I do casting is to try and build up players and point out the awesome things they do. I try my best to not punch down. I try not to use players' mistakes to I don't know, to gain popularity or make people laugh or entertain people. I don't know. That's just not my type of entertainment. Same thing of like, you know, I don't, now granted I'm not amazing, but I don't need to go like beat down on other players in lower leagues than me to feel like I'm good at the game. I'd rather like, back when I used to play Counter-Strike competitively, that was always like, the mentality was you want to find someone that's always better than you. You want to find someone that always beats you. Because that's the person, those are the people you're going to learn the most from. If you win all the time, then well, how do you learn? Light Bomb onto the Diablo, Lightning Breath activated, the Warden's Cage comes out as well, Logic being pulled around, and that is a dead variant to the Vala. 93 stacks for her as the big red button collides right onto Hippo from Wafflecopter, who's trying to poke from this high side of the wall. IE is a little bit low, almost goes down to the Ragnarok missiles. Needs to be careful here, get some heals out from the Anduin. Earth Grasp Totem will be cleared out immediately. 19 to 14 in Skeletal Defenders favoring the side of Magnitude Tsunami, as Infinity Meme is going to use the Vault of the Warden to back away. Now, she does have the Vigorous Vaulter level 20, just hitting that level talent upgrade, so she has the 2 stacks on it. 405 HP on that Deathwing just about. Vala with the Farflight Quiver, Inner Fire for the Anduin. That does give movement speed and 50 armor for 3 seconds, which is pretty big. Shadow Orb, Shadow Strike for the Maiev. Activate to deal 164 damage to an enemy hero, slowing them by 30 and reducing their armor by 20 for 4 seconds. Recharge Shadow Orb by dealing spell damage to enemy heroes 10 times. Sorry. Chugged a bunch of water, had to do a bunch of talking. Stood in the fire for the Deathwing upgrade. He also, we didn't really talk about this, he went Burn Beneath my Shadow, and Diablo does have that Hellgate level 20. So Tychus is about, no, excuse me, Varian's about to respawn. Magnitude Tsunami's able to get this mid lane Punisher. Arcane Punisher gets some of the keep front gate with the spinny blades of psionic power. I don't know what we're going to call that. Deathwing with the Cataclysm, trying to zone the enemy at the top. Riptire from the Junkrat focusing onto the fort here, or the keep, and unable to take it down. The Punisher pulled towards top, but this mid keep will be the apple of its eye and taken down as well. Or excuse me, the Punisher will be taken down. Uh-oh, Valkyrie! Pulled in by an Umbral Bind. Nice setup from Infinity Meme as Diablo comes through with the follow-up Shadow Charge Overpower to confirm the kill. Now Diablo looking for the angle. I was about to say Wafflecopter is perfectly lined up. Nice Light Bomb Shadow Charge combo. Ancestor Healing connects. The slow from that Lightning Breath does slow down Wafflecopter. Chain heals, Ancestor Healing, all of that used to try and keep this Tychus alive, and we'll be able to do so. But that, as I mentioned, the Hogger does go down. 34 seconds on him. Valo using sidewalls to keep that hatred going. 125 stacks for her. So she's nearing halfway, so... I mean, but here's the thing. One really good team fight for the side of Magnitude Tsunami, and they take this map and we go to game 3. I thought that was Lightning Breath onto the fort. I was like, what? Oh, right. There's two different flame belchers in this game. Also, it wouldn't have made sense because it's still on cooldown. Bottom lane, catapults have not fixated onto the keep yet, but they're about to, and that'll be some rapid damage into bottom lane. Deathwing drops down from the sky, and was he auto-canceling? What was that? I saw his little paw go, like, I don't know. It looked weird there for a second. Hitting the 4-man mosh while the team runs off for 3-man safe siege camp. Oh, you said it perfectly, but that just hurt me so bad. There was that one Battlefield map like a month ago that still to this day, like I don't get hung up on games, except for this one. There was a Battlefield map where it was like about this time in the game, so death timers were relatively long. We wiped the enemy team. We've got a win condition through bottom. No keep is there. We can literally run at their core and win. And we killed, I believe we killed 3 of the enemies, and there was like 4 of us alive. And we had decent damage. It wasn't like the healer, the tank, the bruiser, and like, I don't know, a non-sieging DPS or something like that. We had enough damage to end the game. And my teammates, my Thrall, I remember it was the Thrall specifically, was like, we can't end. They have too much defenses. So we ended up getting camps instead, and we lost. But Bahamut, it's so easy to climb out of lower ranks. You just do what these pro players used to do. That is, honest to God, that's something that happened on stream. Ugh. Yeah, it's easy to climb when you get 4 teammates that want to play the game. Alrighty. Top lane Fallen Shaman will be grabbed by the side of Magnitude Tsunami. That'll be pushing onto an exposed, well, actually, top lane is completely exposed with a consistent catapult pressure since that fort's still there. Light Bomb, Hellgate, nice overpower. Warden's Cage summoned by the Maiev. Logic gets the Ancestor Healing, gets that banner down as well for the extra heal value. Glory to the Alliance level 20. Valkyrie comes in. I think that was the no control use. Shadow Strike was applied. That's that little sort of demon applied around the head of some of the enemies. Best waste time is getting camps when you wipe the enemy. No, car wreck, exactly. That's what happened to me. It happens all the time at lower ranks. Deathwing will take flight. He's going to go deal with things at the core. We'll probably see some shielding lost here, but I think Deathwing will still have to drop down and clear things out over there. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, I think this is the first Punisher to crit kickers. I want to say this is their first Punisher they've achieved, because it's been just Punisher after Punisher after Punisher. Cataclysm allows Deathwing to... will that be enough damage over time? I don't care. Hey, Gato, what's up, bud? Why do people go through the exercise of queuing if they don't want to play? Just go read a book. Because... I don't know. Gato, I really wish I knew. I really wish I knew that answer. Good to see you, bud. I hope you're having a fantastic Thursday and an awesome week. Oh, we're doing some bingo later. We're doing some bingo later if you did not know. It's going to be future game show bingo. There's 50 new games or trailers or whatever being announced. Across PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, and PC. So obviously we're gonna get Bloodborne 2. Bloodborne 2 on all devices. Oh man, y'all, are you excited for Bloodborne on Nintendo Switch? Because if you think about it, Bloodborne on Nintendo Switch will run perfectly fine because the Switch runs at 30 frames. No, the Hellgate! No, Rhaegar, not like this! You're doing good. You started your day early at a cat cafe. Oh, wonderful. I hope it was a blast. You can yell at books as much as you want. That's true. Ugh. I'm so close to finishing Aeronauts winless. My only gripe with that book so far is that I'm about 500 pages in and they keep introducing characters and I'm like, this is too, like, oh my god. I need like a flow chart for the characters in that book. It's not that much, but they like there's still just characters being introduced. Or there's a character that was introduced in like chapter 3 and they brought them back in the later half of the book and it's just like, who are you again? Little impromptu book club right there as we have a fight breaking out. Nice leap of faith. Second charge, light bomb, infinity meme gets the double vault of the warden, able to speed away. Diablo's the target of this Riptire and the spell armor will time out. Diablo pushed back, shockwave interrupts. Is Diablo able to get away? He is. Big cataclysm from Deathwing. Lava burst summoned as well. Molten flame thrown out. What book? It is Jim Butcher's new book. It is called Aeronauts Winless. For those of you who might not know the author name, Jim Butcher's the famously known for the Dresden Files, which is like a it's like a wizard in modern day times about, if I remember correctly. Local radio station was broadcasting, so I brought our local celebrity comedian hung out for a bit. Sleepy now though. Well, you know what that means. It's time for a cup of tea, Gatto. Time for a nice cup of lemon lift tea, because that's been my jam. Oh. Alrighty, we're 26 minutes in. 26 minutes in. And let's take stock of what's going on right now. The bottom keep health is triggering you. Yeah, I can't blame you on that. Let's stare at this. We don't need to look at the team fight. We're just going to go ahead and make sure that... Mizar's Seder, I can't say your name, sorry. Seder knows that there's 917 HP on this keep. Mizar Seder? I don't know how to say your name, sorry. A cup of liberty. Ha ha ha. Uh-oh, Maiev, Spirit of Vengeance, gets out, has the Emerald Bind, displaces Varian as well as Hogger. That was that little Shadow Strike level 20. You can see it on Valkyrie for a second. Hellgate in, light, oh my god, beautiful Hellgate, nice light bomb. They take down the Hogger. Here comes the Spirit of Vengeance, a counter kill into Anduin, so it's 1 for 1. Ray getting low on this Diablo, does go down to the Riptire, as he is able to vault away with some 50 HP. I swear I'm not having beer yet. Just been chugging water. I'm trying to, as I said, trying to fight whatever little sickness I've got going on. I did my best, Seder. I did my best just for you. Hippo! No! Wait, Diablo comes in and saves Hippo? I think Diablo's dead for this, though. No? Infinity meme. Vaults again. Punisher goes over to the side of Magnitude Tsunami. 10-9 in kills, 27 minutes in. This keep is still on 900. Okay, I'm done. Top lane fort, though, should fall. Let's take a look at mid. Punisher jumps onto Diablo. Maiev is getting full HP at the core, and Diablo goes down. He was on 36 souls, so he's out for the next 60 seconds. Anduin about to respawn. Top lane fort did go down on the side of Magnitude Tsunami, but they don't care. They're on the warpath for a map number 3. The core shielding is starting to drop. Cataclysm from Deathwing. The Punisher below 50% as the Cataclysm opens things up a little bit. An Earth Shatter down on the ground. Molten Flame tickling the toes of Delta Sniper as Vala finds an auto attack in. Wafflecopter getting chunked as the Leap of Faith saves Vala from Logic. Bala does take down that Varian, and now 61% remains on the core. Deathwing pulls this Punisher away. Mid lane still has a fort, so that's consistent catapult pressure up against nothing. Top lane is a massive wave, or decent wave, not massive. It's a decent wave, but the hold is in place. Double kill to the side of Crit Kickers. Bowser just vacated my lab, so it's time. It is tea time. See, Bowser knew it was tea time. Bowser was like, yep. I may have one shared brain cell across all orange cats, but I know when it's tea time. 11 to 11, 25 to 25. Reign of Vengeance is met by the Ancestor healing onto Valkyrie. All right.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
So the bottom keep has gone down. Bottom keep is down. Cataclysm into mid. Keep in mind, it is the Stood in the Fire, and it is also the Burn Beneath My Shadow. So that's a reset for Deathwing on that. They open up the mid, or they take down the mid lane fort, which means periodic catapult pressure versus the consistent catapult pressure, so mid is not going to get shoved as heavily. Now, I do want to talk about the heaviness of these catapults. They're dealing 1,248 damage into structures per auto attack. That is a whole heckload of damage. Deathwing was using the Skyfall to clear things out a little bit here. Minion Wave clears out that catapult. Bottom lane camp and catapults will be cleared out. Finally gone. I can rewind if you want. Take you back in time. Just rewind. We'll rewind the world, and we'll just get that 900 HP keep back up for you, because I know how much you love seeing that. Okay, Arcane Punisher. We're 30 minutes in. It'll be probably around, like, what, 32-ish minutes when this thing pops up. And the map is actually looking better and better for the side of Crit Kickers. Somehow, oh, wait a second. Logic's discovered. Gets the parry activated in time. Deathwing, Molten Flame. Eats the Steel Trap, as he is not really CC'able. Alright. Junkrat just poking in with his cannonballs. Arcane Punisher for the bottom lane. Oh boy. And there it is. On the way. Uh-oh, Hogger. Ooh, no, I mean, well, there is Conflagration and Wicked Inferno and all that stuff in the Infernus as well, so. By the way, if you forgot that we have a prediction going on for this as well, there's 207 stacks for Vala. She is 93 stacks away from completing this level 1. Will she be able to do so? Will this be a final Punisher? We're already a quarter of the way through all the skeletal defenders for the side of Crit Kickers, as Varian is trying to get vision really quickly. So they see the Deathwing. Commandeer Odin will be summoned as well. Big red button into the center of the subjective area. Maiev, Spirit of Vengeance, will not be reactivated for the teleport. Varian steps in. But where's his team? Varian steps in, but his team is all trying to reposition around the subjective area. Gets the Ancestor healing from the Rhaegar. Light Bomb from Anduin is allowing Diablo to back away and also giving that armor. Riptire comes through, chunks onto the enemy. Valkyrie goes down to Deathwing Burnination. IE on this Vala is trying to supply more autos, keeping that hatred going. Trying to just also utilize that Farflight Quiver value, and has the Manticore level 16. Multi-shots in here, 38-39. Skeletal Defenders to the side of Crit Kickers. All right, here we go. Cataclysm down for 73 seconds. Keeping bottom lane is gone. They're going to grab a mid lane camp really quickly because, I mean, they've got the time for it. Why not? Infernal Shrines is one of the few maps in Heroes of Storm when the objective phase spawns, it does not despawn the camps. Like Battlefield or Tomb. Sky Temple does not despawn camps. Had to remember that one there for a second. Anyways, Punisher is going to be jumping in. Maev looks for the Umbral Bind. Logic is not going to be displaced enough. IE on this Vala is just focusing on core. I mean, they're 33 minutes into this. The Punisher's at 80-something% HP. Deathwing throws in a Molten Flame, tries to hit a few of the enemies. Conflagration value into Logic. There's a Lava Burst down on the ground. Ray a little bit low on this Diablo, taunted and taken down. 10 seconds on the Light Bomb for the enemy. No, it's a full cooldown, actually. My apologies. Icon goes down as well, but the core is falling rapidly. The Punisher's still fairly healthy, and Hippo steps in. GG, well played. The members of Crit Kickers hold hard in this late game siege ending push. Squirrel just staring at me judgmentally. Get out of here, Squirrel. Get out of here, Squirrel. Literally, like, there's just this squirrel on the fence line. There's just this squirrel on this fence line. He's just staring at me. Anyways, hold on one second. Your points? Well, you never know. She could have got 93. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think she's done with it. I don't think she finished it. All right.